What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily here on the Audacity Network. Today we have a special show for you, and it's super special because I'm not overly sure what I'm doing this show. As you could tell by the title, I might be doing a show on the Michigan coach. However, Amouranth was supposed to come on today, but I haven't heard from her in a few hours. So it would be cool if her and her husband come on, but I don't know. I'm like, maybe they forgot. The other day, what's his face was supposed to come on. Oh my God, Jason Whitlock, and then he didn't come. So I don't want to, so I've been looking to ascend. Now, obviously, yesterday I was kind of tired, so not every day I want to ascend. But today I was like, let me look at what these looks maxers are saying. And apparently I have a negative canthal tilt. So that means my eyes go like down, I guess. That's what the black pillars were telling me. So I was like, apparently I'm supposed to do makeup that pulls it up, but the problem is I'm kind of bad at it. I'm not the best at it. I'm not amazing. So I'm not a sub 5. It's over sub 5. I think I'm below. I think I'm cooked. But I liked, I was getting kind of inspired watching that young kid talk about improving yourself. And he's like, why would you not want to improve yourself? And I'm like, yeah, why don't I try to look better? I'm an entertainment. And then they said I need more hair volume. But I don't know, like the top of my head just doesn't go. It doesn't. Yeah, you better accept my flaws because I'm not doing my makeup every day. I know I am cooked. Lock in. I am locked in. I'm locking in. I'm getting locked in. So if any of you are the black pillars and you want to tell me how to ascend, let me know. I know. Do you know what? I think I'm going to get bangs soon. Because I do have a big forehead. Like that is true. That's like that's objectively a true statement, you know. All right, well, I sent Amouranth's husband the link. It doesn't seem like they're going to show up. It doesn't seem like but I don't know. I don't want to. It's no beef, you know, if people cancel, I just do stuff with like with other. Don't cover your face. Do you know what? I've learned I can't really take advice from the comments. Well, I'll take advice from certain comment sections, but there is a partial part of the comment section that's just very simpy. And they'll tell you look amazing like when you're a 500-pound whale. It's how these fat women make money on OnlyFans. So some of you I think don't want me to ascend. And it's called Ascension Season. Quit touching my face. Now, there's some things that I think are unreasonable that I just don't want to do. And never touching my face again. I just don't. It's not something that's not part of the ascension process for me. Like someone said, I should get a tan. And I don't really I don't tan anyway, so that means it would have to be fake. And I could maybe do that once or twice, like for fun. Let's see what it looks like. But I just can't see myself regularly getting spray tans. I just don't think I want it. I don't think I want it that bad. Do you know what I mean? Like I think I want to ascend, but I don't want to ascend too hard. I don't know. Okay, you know, and a lot of people, they say it's not never touching your face again. It's making sure your hands are clean. Well, I don't understand, because people have told me I need a skincare routine and to ascend my skin. But I think I have good skin. Like, I know I have a bad, like, under eye area. Like, I know, but my under eyes have been like that since I was a kid. So I've always just looked tired. That's just like my face. um, but you know, like, that's genetic, unfortunately, right? But I'm like, I think I have I have no acne. Like, what is I was like, what is wrong with my skin? Stop, you're a 4. Well, if I'm a 4, then I want to be a 4.3. Is a bitch wrong for that? Is a bitch wrong for that? Okay. I might dye my hair. Please don't tell me not to, because I've never done it before and I just want to try it. And so it's either going to be blonde or brown, because I kind of already have brown hair. It's going to be like dark. And how do I put it? It's just something I want to try. I'll go back. I'll go back to being a redhead, but I just think it would be fun for like 6 months to try another hair color. I hate it when people, it's like, yeah, no. All right. If you're not going to vote on one of them, then I need you to leave. I'm trying to ascend this year. I'm trying to ascend. Okay. I'm not getting a BBL. That I'm not doing. That, look, there's, thank you for the $10 super chat. Do you think we all try too hard nowadays for perception instead of intrinsic value? It's surface level. Social media is to blame. For me, I just think this is going to entertain me for 6 months, like the ascension journey. Because as a woman, I mean, if we get too bored, we get into trouble. So if I can like entertain myself for 6 months trying to ascend, putting my all into the ascension, well, I think it's, ascension. All right. I'll do a song about ascension. Oh, I want to ascend. I want to ascend. Wait, let me do a different scale. Oh, I want to ascend. I'm chopped to no end. Just help me ascend. Please. I got black fatigue. But today all I want to do is ascend for me. Ascend. Take me to the end. Please. Did I do that wrong? Please help me ascend. Thank you. Oh my gosh, they said my ears are bleeding. All right, that's not constructive. If you're going to tell me, like, if you could say a higher pitch, like it should be like, I don't know. All right, you want the Black Fatigue song? Black fatigue. Shaniqua, please take out the weave. Black fatigue. Shaniqua, please take out the weave. Ooh, I'm paying you to stop. Okay, now I'm going to do it harder. I'm a modern woman, damn it. I'm a modern woman. And as a modern woman, now I want to do it more. All right, I think. All right, I'm fairly certain they're not coming. But I don't know. Amouranth is like what I would be if I was hotter in another life. Amaranth's like a a way better looking version of me. She's like me if my genetic, if I didn't have chopped parents. Not that my parents aren't actually chopped, but when the internet, like, they'll say you need to look better. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, well, I mean, what do you blame my dad? Blame my mother. It's like blame the people who did this to me. Or am I ever going to do an interview with the Joker from Better Bachelor? I like him. He's cool. All right, let's see. You taught me to shoot my first basket. You made us 5th grade conference champions. I never cared about the fans. I just loved seeing you in the stands. Long walks on the ride home. I miss them when we're on the phone. 'Cause not all girls get a dad like you. And I'm so lucky that I have you. Oh, there's no way I could ever thank you for all of the things you helped me to do. I'm so happy blood's thicker than water. 'Cause damn it, I'm so proud to be your daughter. I used to hate green eyes, I wanted blue. But now I love them 'cause I look like you. Now this is what I thought of this. They say I ain't pretty, but I don't care. 'Cause I got short smile and red hair. When I look in the mirror, I see you. Oh, not all girls get a dad like you. And I'm so lucky that I have you. Oh, there's no way I could ever thank you for all of the things you helped me to do. I'm so happy blood's thicker than water. 'Cause damn it, I'm so proud to be your daughter. I mean, you're welcome. Wrote that about my dad. That's what made me think of it. Don't descend like Candace Owens. I used to watch her before she snapped out. She did have a crash out. I love these conservative e-girls because they keep me employed. All right, we are at 6:55. All right, I'm going to go back on the comments from the last show. And well, that's kind of what I like to start with on the show anyway. If you were hot, you would be on an OnlyFans with volleyball. Probably. I mean, who knows? Like, who knows what someone's willing to do, right? Like, I could, try to moralize and say, oh, I would never do that. But I don't know. What would I do if I was really hot? I mean, I think God maybe knew I was a bad person. Like, he thought you could be a better person. And because of that, I think he maybe didn't give me that ability. What would I do if I was a really, really hot chick? What would I do? I will talk about this. This show I'm talking about will either be today or tomorrow. Why do I depress myself with these topics every day? I don't think, are these topics depressing to you? They don't depress me. The more I realize there is no party that will represent my interests. Brian said Tim Pool is not conservative. Also, I started the phone calls today. I did a few. So I am going to be calling you guys if you got the email. Oh, and DougMPA, can you put the Discord server link in the chat? We have like 120 people in our Discord. And so you can actually directly influence the topics for the show. It would be kind of cool to get like 1,000 people in the Discord would be kind of cool. I just learned how to use it the other day, so Candace Show is a dark face. I mean, Candace Owens is just doing some ghetto shit. I mean, let's be honest, Andrew. We're all thinking it. We're all thinking it. Bro, sing a song. If I was hot, what I would do. Oh, okay. That's a good song topic. I've been mid my whole life. But if I was hot, maybe I'd be someone's wife. I've been mid my whole life. And being hot, maybe I'd put up a fight. Hot girls. And then I could go to, hot girls I kind of want a different pattern. Hot girl. Oh my God, I can't sing. Hot girls get the life of the party. If I was hot, I'd be kind of naughty. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht with Drake and Kanye, shaking some ass like all of the girls say. But I was born a mid. Oh my God, this is off the dome. I want you to know, you might not appreciate the songwriting, but this is off the top of my head. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. That's actually kind of catchy. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. I'd be on a yacht with Drake and whatnot. I'd be the life of every party, doing shit that's kind of naughty. That's kind of, if I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. Did I just think of a bop? Women, we tend to think we're better than we are, but in my head, I just made a hit single. If I was hot, I'd be on OnlyFans. If I was hot, I'd be on OnlyFans, have a million followers on Instagram. I wouldn't take shit from nobody. I'd tell them that I am somebody. If I was hot, I'd go to jail. If I was hot, I would go to jail and make some simp pay my bail. If I was hot, I'd go. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. That's kind of catchy. Did I think of something? Go to jail. I'd go to jail like Blondie Blue. I wouldn't be on fucking YouTube. Oh my God. If I would be like Bonnie Blue. I wouldn't be on fucking YouTube. I'd go on a den and say myself. If I was hot, I'd look 25 for the rest of the time I'm alive. I'd get fake tits, fake ass. I'd get fake. If I was hot, I'd look 25 for the rest. Okay, I can't really play piano. I've only learned for like a year. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. Wow. This is I think I'm on to something. What else is bad behavior that you would do? Because that's kind of the catch. This is kind of the same. We all just want to be big rock stars. It's kind of the same vibe, but like if I was hot, I'd have 3 boyfriends and make them pay my rent till the end. If I was hot, if I was hot, I'd live in New York City. I'd be getting fucking litty. But I'm stuck in this little small town. And I can't even burn it down. Oh my God. Oh my God, I am a genius. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. I'd be thinking hot or not. Okay, I understand the voice could be better. I can barely play piano. But do you guys see the vision? Are you guys following this? Don't quit my day job. All right. All right. Fair enough. If I was hot, I'd be on a yacht. I knew. If I was hot, I would be a thought. Well, wait. If I was hot, I would be a thought. I'd be twerking on a yacht. If I was hot, I get autistic. I get autistic with this. That was painful. All right. What's the biggest stopper today from women stepping into the men's frame of reference and life perspective? What really blocks a woman's mind from actually listening to what men need and not just want? Because, all right, you guys have to think of things from the woman's point of view, not yours. Like a lot of times men do this. They say, oh, but you're never going to get married. Do women want to get married? Men want to get married. Women don't want to get married. What do women fantasize about? Living in a city, banging hot guys. You have to think you kind of have to think about what women want. Women don't want to be married. Women want to be whores. You know what I mean? We want to slut it up. So you're asking, like, why don't women just be traditional? Well, what do we get out of it? You're like, marry your high school boyfriend. Do women want to do that? We want to slut it up. We got to look at what women are doing, right? So, like, we want to slut it up for the highest status guy we can get. So if you're a mid, you want to slut it up for, now it's like clout. Women like streamers. How many women have we seen twerking on Neon? This is getting bad. This is getting down bad. This is not great. Song, why do women love DV stuff in bed? Well, this is what I would do. Hit me, like, instead of black fatigue. Women like to be hit. Okay, but so, a lot of you guys, you're like, oh, but women should go back in the kitchen. I'm like, women are never going to do that. There's Uber Eats now. There's Uber Eats. Men want women to get married when they're young, not women. Once men learn about female nature, they've pretty much given up on marriage. I don't blame any of them, the dating market. No, you'd be surprised. There's always going to be a man that does it. There's always going to be a man like, oh no, you won't get married. Yeah, they will. Look at. So yeah, it's because you have to look at the customer's always right. So it would be like, women said, why don't men just, and women kind of do this because we're delusional, but men are delusional in their own way. They're like, women are like, why don't men just like fat women? And, men they're like, no, I don't want to bang fat women. We'll do it. Like, black men will do it for sure. Black men will definitely do it. But they don't really like that. They don't enjoy it. And women don't really enjoy, women want the exciting life. We want to be on yachts, twerking on a boat. Like, what do you see hot women doing? Women with the most choice. I'm in conservative media. The hot women aren't here. They're on OnlyFans. They're twerking. Which actually brings me to my guest. Today we have Nick Lee coming on the show, and I think his wife Amouranth is coming on too. I'm not overly sure, but welcome to
she's supposed to be. She's I have someone grabbing her real fast. She's on the other side of the house.
It's all right. Tell her to take her time. How are you? Welcome back.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty good. I think I talked to you at the very beginning of my attempting to be a content creator.
How's it going?
It's pretty good. Like, honestly, the money on Kick is pretty incredible.
Oh, really? Are you streaming?
I am. Yeah. I have just your stream, I guess, on.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're up to like $1,500 a day, and I've been doing this for a couple of months, so I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are getting along better now since last time you came on.
We are. It was basically, I didn't even know this when I talked to you at the time, but like because I had staffers who were trying to get her like PTSD therapy. And then I didn't realize that like none of them had succeeded in actually finding her a specialist that she liked. And so a lot of that was just, I feel like residual. Like the way I figured it out eventually was that like we had like 24/7 armed security, and like she went out there when one of the dogs got out and just cussed out the security guy who's like a friend of mine, and he took it with a lot of grace. And he just like immediately rushed out to go find the dog, which is like not what the security guy does. And that's when I was like, oh wait, we have had dogs get out before, and we would just put up signs. Like we do it calmly and rationally. But like, what is this, like taking it out on someone, like going to like a absolute 10 and just like, kind of Godzilla moding.
Yeah.
And so that's when I was like, I think this is something to do with the event, and knock on wood, so far, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, every relationship has like one crash out, so I'm not judging. Every couple, argues on stream once or twice, so it just is what it is.
She'll be in 10 minutes. She's finishing. Yeah.
So you're kind of like the man behind, like, is she the number one OnlyFans model in America, would you say, in the world?
I mean, she was at one point, like during COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you feel like, because everyone calls you like a simp and like a cuck, and I don't think you are. And I'd give my rationalization later, but does that like, but you go on these shows, especially in the red pill, and that's what everyone kind of moralizes with you. Like, how does it bother you, or do you just not care?
I mean, it doesn't really bother me because like I've been called a lot worse, in the past. So I'm kind of used to it. I don't know. I feel like I try to make my views more like case by case, but I do find that like a lot of the red pill views are like more in the wheelhouse of what I find to be reasonable.
Yeah.
And so like I just take it as like, they have to toe the party line, and they got to say the sound bites and all that.
Yeah. Well, you're a pimp in a way. Like
I think that's up for debate. I'm more like a consultant.
No, like I know it's like a negative connotation, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, I think more married guys are sips than the guy that like is making a bunch of money off of this,
Yeah, I mean, like me and her. That's the thing. We, like for many, many years, we aligned a lot, and both of us were like 100% all in.
Yeah.
I think that started to kind of diverge, I guess, around kind of the end of COVID, right? When the easiest money had like probably already been made. And I think that's like a guy versus a girl thing. Like she was happy with what we had accomplished, but she didn't tell me that. I was supposed to read between lines. And then for me, I'm just still like, it's weird because she cares about the money in terms of having an absolute quantum that is enough to do what she wants. For me, I actually kind of don't care about the money. I just like doing things at a high level. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys, you're good for life, aren't you? I'd imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was telling another streamer the other day, like I'm streaming for fun. Like my passive after tax income, not even selling any equities or anything, is like over $2 million. So
yeah. So is she still doing the OnlyFans stuff, or no? Is she done?
I mean, she still has the account up, but like it's not like she's not doing it with like, I guess, the vigor that she used to, which is like perfectly fine. For me, I've never had an issue with that. I just wish there was like a bit more communication. I don't know why she didn't like just say, hey, I want to pull back or do less, because that's like something I can understand. But like I'm just treating it as like business as usual for the longest time, and it was just kind of like grating, I guess.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I have a question. How like, because I'm obviously not gonna look at the OnlyFans. But like, how naked does she get? Is it like, do you guys do guy girl on camera, or is it just nudes? Is it, someone messaged me to ask you about a dildo? They're very upset. And And I was like, I guess I'll ask him, but
Well, look, I guess this is I'm not being like paid by them or anything, but since you asked, there's a product that you might find very interesting, and it's called Real Cock. No, like that's the brand. Like I'm not saying an actual like, you know, dick. And like it's so funny because like they approached us a long time ago and they're like, hey, would you be an investor? And you know, for me, I'm just like probably not, but I was like, I'll do the factory tour. And so I go there and they're casting these like hyper realistic silicone dicks, and then they're hand painting them. It's like they're painting Warhammer.
Okay.
Right. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, this shit is like really real, like the shading and everything, like the veins. And then I was like, wait a minute, whose molds are these? And like the owner sheepishly was like, a few of those are mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic, interesting business out of Las Vegas.
And this is on the OnlyFans?
No. So that's like that. We kind of started using those. And like when you show that, like kind of coming in off screen, it looks very real because it's so real. Right. And then like that kind of was something people did not understand for like maybe like 4 years or so. And then eventually other girls copied and everyone uses them. And now everyone knows that this thing is a thing. Yeah.
Okay. They seemed upset she was using the dildo on the OnlyFans. That's what they told me. And I was like, because I have a Discord, and someone just kept spamming about this, like this dildo, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it mirrors every like piece of content, basically. Like, you know, like everything is like a little bit scripted, right? Like, you know, at least you're playing it up or something. And that's kind of in the same vein. Like, it's like, you know, you're selling the illusion, and they're a little mad that the illusion's a little less real than the other illusions.
I see. Well, but so I don't know if you answered my question. Like, cause I think last time you said it was just like bikini photos and like light nudes. Is it still that, or is it further?
Oh no, it's definitely been further than that. That was kind of what I was saying was that like I think you don't have to go past that point to make millions and millions of dollars. She goes further, but it's like simulated like solo stuff, but like, you know, with a little bit of movie magic, you can make it like a lot more real. And she also does this thing where we apply a light filter over it, and so it looks like the videos are animated. And then that lets you, it's almost like a comic book, right? Like in the beginning of the Marvel movies, when they're flipping through the comic book, like we've done that effect. And then it's just like, it's her, but it's like a photo realistic image based from like adapted from a real video. And then you can edit crazy things into that. And like, you know, cause it's not an actual, like, you know, true to life image. We do a lot of stuff like that. But like basically the most it ever gets to is solo stuff. And occasionally, like, you know, we're pretty elaborate with it. Like we've had like other guys voice acting, we'll say. And so like a lot of the times, like, you know, they'll buy that hook, line, and sinker. Like
a voice acting? What do you mean? Like, okay.
Well, because like you can add a lot of like effect into selling it if there's like a guy, right? Like if, for instance, this is like a little TMI, but like imagine if you're doing like a casting couch video, right? Okay. Well, like there's a meme of how that goes, and it's like some guy in a deep voice saying, sit down, you know, tell me a little bit about yourself, right? And so you can do most of that video without actually the action, right? It's just movie magic. Yeah.
Oh, so you have like AI. So actually it'd be interesting.
We have used AI, but you have to flag it, right? Like that the platforms are really finicky about if you don't flag it.
Do you
think essentially, yeah.
Do you think that'll take OnlyFans models' jobs actually?
I actually don't think so. Well, like eventually, yes, right? But like I feel like with the last group of OnlyFans girls who are big when general AI hits, it's going to be very lucrative because they're going to be able to extend their careers way longer, right? Because it's like I've always told people, like if AI came out, like general AI came out today, and you could perfectly replicate Brad Pitt, he'd be in movies forever because he's Brad Pitt right now, right? But in the future, like 100 years from now, there'll be like a totally made up actor who doesn't exist who's all AI, right? But for now, we're going to plug that into what already exists. And so every influencer who's big when general AI hits, every OnlyFans girl, every YouTuber, Mr. Beast is going to be in everything when that happens, you know? That's how I view it.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I'm not too worried about AI, at least from like a YouTuber point of view, but I don't know. I was just curious if you thought maybe.
I think you'll be fine. You'll probably be a beneficiary of it. Like there'll be like 15 Pearl videos a day or something.
Yeah, like I won't even be there. Do you ever worry about like negative effects later? Like, are you guys planning on it? I know everyone probably asks you this every show, but you know, people are kind of curious.
we're not planning on having kids, but like I honestly like
Really?
I talked to Andrew Wilson about this.
You guys would have such a cute kid to like not even
we
one.
played around with the idea, but like we've never really pulled the trigger. And I feel like I mean it's balls in her court, right? Because I'm a pretty easygoing person where I've always played support and I'm better at that. Like, and so like if she wants something, I generally am pretty good at gearing up and getting that. And so like it's just kind of like what she wants. But I was debating Andrew Wilson a little bit about this, but my view is this, right? Like if you actually remember what it's like to be in the schoolyard, kids bully kids for the silliest reason, even a made up reason, right? And so like, oh no, like they're saying Timmy's mom is on OnlyFans. Well, you know what? Like Timmy should shoot back that Johnny's mom does even crazier shit on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And then with the advent of AI, you're not even gonna be able to disprove it. So like there's no downside. It's just that, you know, Timmy's gonna be fucking rich.
Yeah. No, I actually agree that you can't really predict how it will be in the future. I do think people will get bullied for it, but like it's kind of like, I mean, I grew up, there were moms that had thirst traps on Facebook, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, someone will get bullied for pimples, someone will get bullied for you know, liking guys or something. Like it's like kids will make fun of kids for any reason.
Yeah.
The reason is just the excuse to do it, right? Like they'll find the reason, whether your mom is on OnlyFans or not, right?
Well, it's gonna be worse for the OnlyFans. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you
Like,
can't.
it is gonna be worse. Like
all you have to say is like, oh, that's AI. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
Not
right?
Amouranth though. Like, yeah, if your mom's some struggle OnlyFans person, like I could see that, but not when you were the #1 OnlyFans creator in America.
I mean, potentially, but like it also comes with it, like you know, the higher level of reward, I guess. It's like, you know, Kim Kardashian. How did she break into the scene? It's like, but you that's like a footnote at this point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, if you have a son, you should get him like kickboxing or something at 3. That's what I would do. But you do see like different people with social media followings kind of crashing out. And you guys have had a crash. I've had a crash. Everyone's had a crash out. But do you ever think there would be a point where if there was like too hard of a crash out, you'd walk away?
I think it'd have to be something not just like on stream and visual. Like it'd have to actually be like some kind of ideological difference or break. Because at this point, like it's kind of hard to drag my name anymore through the mud. Yeah. You know, like I've built up an exoskeleton, so to speak. And so like I'm pretty like I don't really like I'm pretty apathetic to like what people think of me online at this point. So it won't be that, but like it'd have to be something like, you know, kind of a breakaway and like where we want to be in the future.
Yeah, my favorite people to talk to are people that just have nothing to lose anymore in terms of their reputation, because you just talk to them, they have no ego. You have that vibe because it's like, what are people going to say?
Yeah, no, you get a real conversation with a real person as if it wasn't being filmed, basically. Yeah.
So when it comes, because I really was more curious to have you on like with the business of OnlyFans. So have you learned things about, I guess, like, because you kind of do the back end, Amouranth's on camera. Like, what have you learned about men and what other women maybe aren't doing that have allowed you guys to have this big customer base in doing your job? Does that make sense? Is there something other like women aren't doing? Maybe like a look that men tend to like? I don't know, wherever your mind goes when I ask that question.
Yeah. So like, I would say, so we started OnlyFans like actually somewhat late. I want to say it was like sometime in 2020, maybe even 2021, January. And that's fairly late because COVID was already in full swing. And in the beginning, we didn't have anything unique that we were doing other people weren't. And so she was basically, that was the days of like when she just posted bikini pictures and shit. And then, you know, eventually she did a little more lewd stuff. But we didn't really find out until like maybe late 22 or 23, like how the platform actually works in terms of how you drive like way more money. And like, it's actually pretty shocking. And like, I've never explained it to someone and had them believe me. Like, it's almost like, you know, we've managed other people because we used to have an agency, and like, you kind of have to show them. Like no one will believe this. You just have to show them the numbers, show me the money, you know? And then they're like, oh, okay, I guess that's true. And the thing is this, right? Like, and it's pretty cliche. It's like, you can go to Pornhub for free, right?
Yeah.
It's 100% free, right? So many sites, so many videos online, you know, leaks, whatever. It's all free, right? Like, so why are they going to OnlyFans? That's like the big question, right? And so the answer is that like, they actually are just seeking something that's not pornography. And that blows people's minds because they can't separate the connotation of pornography and OnlyFans. But it's literally just like, sure, the porn is there, but like the girl could probably not be doing anything except talking to them. And maybe she has porn on Pornhub though, and they would still spend money. What
do men want to have listened to? Like, what are the main conversations that I guess make money? Also, welcome to the show. I saw her come in.
She's grabbing a chair real fast.
Yeah, no rush.
Yeah. No, it's just like I feel like that is the thing. It goes back to the male loneliness epidemic, right? Like that's what they're buying, and sometimes they don't even know they're buying that. In fact, it's OnlyFans is like the perfect fly trap because they go in there thinking they're gonna have a sexy good time, and then what actually happens is it taps into something way deeper that they're missing, like fundamentally. And like, that's actually how you unlock like the most money, because the crazy thing is like, we didn't hit our peak until after she wasn't nearly as popular as she is now, or like was then. And so like, if we had discovered that method, kind of back in 22, like I think it would have been like a 4 or 5 million a month thing. Like the method is just like so much better when you stop thinking about it like selling content, and when you start thinking about it like selling access and attention.
And are you actually
like, there we go.
Is she actually, are you actually directly speaking to them? Like, I know they say, I don't know if you can say this, I'm not trying to out it if or whatever, but I know they always say like OnlyFans models are using like chat bots and stuff. Are you actually talking to the guys? Is that how it works? Or
I've never seen anyone successfully use a convincing chatbot. I've heard people say they use one, but it's like some person they hired to type, right? In the early days, she was definitely on it. And then over time, you just make like a super fact card of how she would answer things. And then eventually you just have someone, I mean, let's be honest, all the questions are the same, right? Like it's just different guys, same literal.
Really? What are the questions they ask? Like, cause that's kind of what I'm curious. Like, what are the general conversations they want to talk about?
It's honestly like, think of like an awkward first date where the guy is just asking you like random questions, you know, while you're sitting across from him at dinner. That's basically what it is. It's like they're just looking to make conversation, like, and they're not particularly good at it. And so like it just repeats, right? Like obviously they look up like who she is online and they go, you know, like, oh, are you going to TwitchCon, or how many dogs do you have? Or like it's all the same thing, to where it's like, you know, the person who's going to be actually hitting enter just needs to know how many dogs she has or whether she's going to the event or not.
And would you say that the majority of the men you talk to, are they married or single? Like what if you had to do a breakdown, like 10 men, you have 10 calls, what percent are married? What percent single? What percent old? What percent young?
You would assume most are single, but you know, if they were married, they probably not going to tell you most of the time.
Some do, but yeah, I agree. It's hard to get that information like in a way that's like not like, yeah, because like if you ask them that, like it's almost like you have to have a double blind to be able to get the real answer, right? But I think it's probably roughly similar to the demographic of single versus married men in general.
Well, because I Googled it and it says the number one customer on OnlyFans is white Christian married men. And
That's not
that's why I was curious, like, because I think data can be manipulated based on your agenda. So I think you guys would actually know better on like who the customers are. Because everyone, I mean, there's such a big number of men that are paying for OnlyFans. Everyone wants to know, like, who are they? You know, what demographic? Who is it?
Yeah, I would say there's not really there's not like a last name register. We're like, man, these are all white guys. I would say it's pretty diverse when you see the accounts and stuff.
Maybe if it's dollar weighted, I could buy that because they just have more purchasing power.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of just customer existing, I would say it's probably not that. But it's a very great market segment, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Like if I go out and I meet like 10 fans, I can kind of classify, like there's like 3 different types of people that watch me. And if I meet a girl, it's like probably going to be a girl similar to me, like white girl, late 20s, early 30s ish. Sometimes early 20s if I meet them. And I was just curious if you have like profiles like that for the fans.
I don't think so.
It's just pretty random.
Yeah, there's not that much information it tells you.
Actually, you know, I think it like cotomizes. Just my cursory view is that like it's like single guys who feel lonely, or it's like married guys who are bored. Like it's like those two with like no middle.
There's also a lot of schizos on there. Yeah,
That's true.
a lot of like, I wouldn't say they're like mentally challenged, but they definitely are fighting some inner demons. They have way too many conversations with themselves before you even get to respond half the time.
Yeah, like they're carrying their own conversation, kind of.
And do you develop like real friendships with any of these guys? Like
No.
over time now?
No.
Sorry.
Maybe with like
Though
stream
I'm
viewers.
sure there are a lot of schizos that might be mad that I said that and who are paying me. So yeah, but no.
I mean, you probably are kind of okay with some of the viewers, like the people who watch the stream, like not on the OF side. Right?
I wouldn't call it friends though, right? I'm not like, hey, come over, you know,
Sure,
let's
like,
come to
whatever
my
the
birthday
equivalent of
party this
online
year.
friends
Like,
is.
I don't know. Yeah, I would say that I play Discord voice chat games. You know, like I'll play Marvel Rivals with people from my stream, and maybe some of them are subscribed, but I'm not pulling that subscriber list to play games. It's just whoever happens to be active, like in my online like live stream, not OnlyFans stuff.
That's
It's
unfortunate because
Kick.
I feel like I've made actual friendships, you know, in making content with people.
Well,
It's like a guy versus girl.
no,
thing,
we're
man.
talking about OnlyFans subscribers.
No, I know. I'm just
Like
saying.
I have friends that I've met on my Twitch stream.
Yeah, no,
but not
I
in my
broadened it to be
OnlyFans
like
DMs.
I broadened it to be the Twitch stream because some of them are on OnlyFans.
Sure.
Like
I said, yeah, like that. There might be overlap, but I'm definitely not like they're not the most diehard.
Well,
of
if
the
there's
OnlyFans
overlap, that means there
people.
are people. on
They're not the
OnlyFans
unhinged
that are-
ones though, who are like think that they're gonna show up at my house and marry me. They're not like the unhinged stalker level one.
You've had people come to your house. You've had people come to your house. Is that how often does that happen?
Not that often, luckily. Maybe there's like one stalker level that like goes not just online stalking but in-person stalking like once every few years.
Well, you get the occasional weird one. She'll go IRLing and someone will tail the car home.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it'll be like a fan, and then they'll drive by yelling Amouranth.
Oh yeah, that does happen.
Okay, that's crazy because I have always felt like women always over exaggerate how many stalkers they have, and I'm hearing the number one.
What they mean. Do they mean in person or do they mean just like creepy in my DMs online, like lots of emails? Like it depends.
Wow, that was such a good point. Oh my God, that was such a good point. I never thought of that.
Yeah, there's levels. Because if you have one in-person stalker, you probably have a few hundred online stalkers.
Yeah, it's definitely like tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Was there anything when you kind of got into this industry that you were surprised men are attracted to?
Yeah, like the typical weird fetishes that most people would find the fuck when they hear them, like vor, which is I guess being eaten alive, like they want to be physically eaten alive, like a giantess situation. Some guys are attracted like sexually to farts, poop, piss,
pay pigging too. That was crazy to me.
Oh yeah, that is. I guess that's not gross, but it's a pleasant surprise. Though it is surprising still, it is a pleasant one. Pay pigging is where like a guy just basically it's like financial dominatrix. They want to be dominated financially, and they want you to drain their wallet. Some guys will even go as far to try to offer you their PayPal information, like login information, and credit card numbers and stuff.
Like they want you to destroy them financially.
Like a trap to me, but I've never gone down that one because, like, just if you want to,
could you forward the information, please?
No, I feel like it could be a trap at any given time. I'm like, I'm not gonna tangle myself in that mess, but you can keep giving all your money through the donation. That's fine.
Yeah, I've seen other girls do it egregiously. Like there'll be someone streaming with her, and then they'll be on her stream, right? And they'll look into the camera and they'll go, "Hey, asshole, fucking donate to us now." And then like $25 comes in.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, whatever.
Commanding. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, is that common where the guys want you to like yell at them and like?
I would say common as in like you see it. Yes, not most of them, but you know, it's a popular weird fetish.
It's pretty common.
Humiliation kink, I think, is what they call it.
Why do you think the majority of women on OnlyFans fail? Do you think it's like a work ethic, lack of strategy? Why did you succeed and like 90% make like $250 a month?
I think it's a reach issue, especially now. It's so oversaturated. I think I was like on the tail end of the easy street where there wasn't as many people in it, but it was still had enough name recognition to actually have people visiting the website. I think a lot of it was just timing and luck. And then with that timing and luck, though, the fact that I was just online so much, it's kind of like top of mind. Because it's like there was a point on Twitch, now it's not so easy, where it's like you could be streaming, and if you just outstream everyone else, well, then you'll get all the followers because there's only so many girls at the time in the directory. Now there's so many girls that it's like it doesn't really matter anymore. There's just too many people flooding the little search results. But I think it was just a lot of luck, to be honest.
Nick, do you think you had a different strategy than other OnlyFans girls? Like, do you agree with her, or do you think it was more strategy?
I mean, in the beginning, it definitely wasn't. It was probably around the time we got your Instagram banned that like I had to get really creative because like back then it's like unheard of. This is pre-COVID, like 2018. She had like 5.5 million followers on Instagram, but they were all real organic followers. And so every post she did every day would get like 350,000 likes and like 5 million impressions. And so you didn't have to do anything in those days. You just kind of had to be there. And then when they banned that account, we got really creative with how we courted controversy in media and basically used earned media instead of self-generated media to kind of market, right? Yeah. We've done kind of everything. I've put up billboards in Las Vegas, which just says Amouranth. That's it. And like the beauty of it is like people just Google it because they're like, what the hell is that? And then like online publications and journals, like journalists will write about it. They're like, there's a mysterious Amouranth billboard. And so you like for a $10,000 billboard, you got like, you know, maybe 100 million impressions, stuff like that were like huge wins. I think we just got really creative with the marketing. And then I think there were very few couples at the time who were as in sync and we kind of are separate enough that we're good at different things. And it just like filled in all the gaps, I think.
Is that your actual name?
Amouranth? No, it's a cosplay name.
Oh, okay. Because someone asked me if you were named after like Zelda or something, and I'm like, I don't know if that's her real name.
I've got people ask that sometimes. They're like, "Is that on your birth certificate?" And I was like, No, it's not. Which is why, like, I always think it's funny. I heard y'all talking about like the kid question. It's like if I had a kid right now, it would probably be another like 10 to 15 years before he enters the junior high school scene, which I'm probably not going to be relevant anymore. I'm not going to go to his school and introduce myself as Mrs. Amouranth. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, but how do I put it? You're pretty, like, America's fat, Amouranth. So it's like, you're going to be a good looking mom. So people are going to Google it.
Sure, but it'll just be like the Stacy's mom situation. I'm not going to like go tell all your friends that I used to be on OnlyFans. Like, I'm not going to be like going around flaunting it. My hair color would be different.
It is true
I would
how
just
fast
go buy a different name entirely.
It goes really fast, right? In the online space, like 1 minute you're hot and 1 minute you're not, you know? So I feel like people underestimate, like, you know, maybe in a year it would be a big deal, but like 5 years, 10 years, I don't even remember the YouTubers of 10 years ago.
You know, I do agree with you that I think in the future, we're not really going to be able to predict how people, I guess, because it's going to be more common. They're saying I'm lying in the chat. I'm not actually lying when I say that. But I don't know. I think the problem is you did so well on it. Like, how many people have subscribed to you?
I don't even know.
I think like at one point being paying. I think it was something like 780,000 people.
Yeah, but I don't know about history historically.
No, I'm just saying like that's the
Total.
unique people. Like some people maybe for years, maybe someone for 1 month, right? I think it's 780,000 uniques on OnlyFans.
But what year was that?
Oh, that was probably like in 24.
Yeah,
I haven't checked this year.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's ticking up way slower than it used to, obviously, because you hit saturation, right?
Really?
Yeah.
When do you think, like, do you have a time where you think you'll end, like, stop doing it? Do you have like a prediction of how long you think you'll do it?
Not really. I'm kind of like just trying to hold out just to see how good the AI technology gets, so I can just immortalize redheaded Amouranth, and I can change my hair color and disappear into society with a different name and put my Clark Kent on, cover up the titties, and just look like a normal, modest Christian woman out there on the streets of the new great America, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope it works out for you, but I don't know if that'll be as easy as you think. I think you're too big.
I'd be surprised.
I'm curious, have you done any, and you don't have to answer this, but have you done any cosmetic work? And did it increase like viewership? Did you feel like it helped?
Mm-mm. No, I think I'm like probably the only like influencer I know at this point who hasn't done like any fillers or any like facelifting shit, any lip injections, and I think that's probably gonna hinder my career longevity because I see all these girls looking younger and younger with every procedure.
And no one ever believes that,
like,
but like the evidence
whatever.
I always point to is like guys, some of them live in a fantasy land where like, oh my God, she got a nose job like over the weekend. It's like, dude, she has streamed consecutive days for like 7 years. Like no, every day she's on stream. Where was the recovery period for the procedure? You know, that's like the death knell.
You haven't had implants? No? Oh, okay. I thought those were fake. No offense. I'm not a
It's actually a thing.
What?
This is an embarrassing story. When I was in 5th grade, my friends asked if I was stuffing my bra, and I wasn't wearing a bra yet. And it's just kind of like been that way. Like every year, as I was like developing, I was developing very early, and that got me like a lot. It got to the point where in junior high, I had theater guys chasing me under the risers while the teacher was out of the room, saying, "We'll just go fuck under there." Like I was harassed because of titties for a long time. So,
I think people
that helped me eventually, but there was a time where I hated titties.
Well, people like to point to like, oh, look, here's the evidence. And like the evidence I always point to is like she used to, when she was starting out in cosplay, do what they call cross-playing, where you do the chest binding and then you get to assume a guy character, like Link from Zelda or like, you know, whatever. And so they always look at like those Link photos and they're like, see, she has no boobs in that. It's like, well, yeah, it's because like they're being like
but if they looked at my cosplay pictures when I was doing girl characters from like high school, college, it's before I even started streaming, it's like giant titties. It's like they pick and choose, and they're like,
fluctuates with weight.
When she had a chest binder on, see, no tit. It's like, okay, thanks. Or like no bra versus a bra. So yes, women look different with
it's always the Frodo or the Link. They go, see, no boobs.
Yeah.
But your plan after this is to basically change your name, change your hair color, and just go like fade into the background essentially. If you end up having kids, which you're not sure if you want.
Yeah. Pretty much just disappear off the internet, never mention it again. People ask, what do you do? Be like, oh, digital marketing.
You're married to a big guy streamer.
Yeah, sure. I'm married to an influencer. I looked out.
Someone asked, are you gonna go the church route?
What do you mean what does go the church route
I think
mean?
they find religion and then like they do like the Nala thing where they
I've been going to church since I was a kid, so I don't know what go the church route means.
Oh my God.
I was raised in a Baptist family.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's gonna feel that way because it always does when you stop doing the online thing and then you start living a life. Because like we go to church on you know many Sundays, definitely every holiday and stuff like that. And so it's like I know like if I didn't have anything to do, I might go every Sunday, I guess.
We've streamed at church a few times.
This
They're
is
always
true.
fun.
You don't. You streamed at church?
Yeah.
I just want a viral clip with Joel
Oh
Osteen.
my god. You
No,
don't
we
think
need
that's
to
a
do
little
that.
bit like, I mean, I'm not trying to judge, but I'm like,
We're giving the word of God to the people.
I always
who need it the
joke
most.
that I'm like giving
chronically
them
online.
Jesus.
would you ever speak at a Christian leadership conference if they asked?
Would I speak at one?
Yeah.
Maybe just like my testimony about like my robbery and how I survived. But like that's about it. I don't know. I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I never want to speak at like the influencer, like college type stuff, because they're like, come tell us all as young people your TED talk about how to influence. And I'm like, I don't think most of y'all should. It's a bad idea typically.
Yeah, to answer the your question, I think you're asking is that like I don't think we're gonna do the whole like, oh, we're converted and different and like not we've turned away from our old ways. I think for us, it's always just been like something we did because it made sense and it made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it led to like, you know, us having a better like life essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does your family feel about it? Are they supportive?
Yeah, they're pretty supportive. They don't really like none of us really acknowledge or talk about like the OF stuff, but like I mean they know that I do that in addition to streaming. But they're supportive even though they have been like swatted in the past from like live stream harassment in general. But they're still pretty supportive.
Yeah, just to be frank, I think that's one of those things where it's like there's a absolute quantum of money that just bends opinion.
Yeah.
Because their parents are very conservative and they're just like they just don't talk about it and they pretend it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it affected their life at all? Like in your hometown, do people give them shit or?
I think people my dad's work actually are like amazed and they like him more now because they're like, oh my goodness, he works at like a tech place though, so that's.
They're like, tell us an Amouranth story.
Yeah. They're like, what? You're her dad? That's so cool. But I guess like the only thing it's really like affected is like the occasional swatting harassment.
So
but, you know,
there's kind of this idea, and I disagree with it, but there's this idea that like women that do OnlyFans, you know, their parents did something that made them do it. Did you feel like your parents influenced? Sorry. Did you feel like your parents influenced this decision?
No. No. And like I know there's also tropes like fatherless activities. It's like I just went Christmas shopping with my dad and bought him some cowboy boots. Like I don't know. I'd say my dad sends me memes every day. Like we have a pretty good relationship. Like
Yeah,
both my parents have stayed together their whole marriage.
People badly want OnlyFans girls to get their comeuppance. Right. And like it's kind of like unfair in that like in many ways, the small ones do. Like if you tried it, you made $250 and then you quit. Like that's the person who takes the worst of it, right?
Yeah.
The winners at the very top, like, you know, they're helping their families, you know, they're raising, you know, kids in an affluent situation. Like they're never gonna feel that. There is no karma, like karmic justice in that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I interviewed 1,000 people in London, and a good chunk of them were like, I had like what's her name, Lily Phillips on my show, and I think I thought sex workers at one point maybe did have damaged backgrounds in some way, but I was really surprised. The more I met, the more I'm like, no, they went to like a nice school, they're from a good area, their parents are still together. It's just because they like want to do this type of work for whatever reason.
Yeah, mostly I think it's because of the money. It's just such a good, and it seems like an easy life hack
for the OF
like an
stuff.
Infinite money glitch. Yeah,
but for the porn stuff pre-OF, I think that's a whole lifestyle choice.
That's rough.
Yeah,
the new age version is
and that's
very
the hard
lucrative.
part, right? Because there's probably some girl out there who genuinely wants to do porn, and like they're getting overshadowed by girls who just want to make money.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like a lot of people, in my experience, I want you guys to say if you disagree. I was shocked how many OnlyFans girls just did it because they liked it and enjoyed making content on camera. Do you agree or disagree with that? Because
I don't know. I feel like the ones who are successful at it might just be saying that as a PR ones, but the ones who keep going, even though I guess they must really like it if they're not making any money and they keep uploading for years, I guess that's true. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I would think that it would only just be because the money is so good. I could think of so many other things I do with my free time if I'm already rich.
Yeah, it's hard because she only really at this point interacts with like the other top girls. Like it's not like a snobby thing. It's just like you know, like your peer group tends to match, you know, like your own demographic or whatever. And so like all the ones that are successful, they definitely are doing it for the money, right? I haven't met a single person who makes $500K a month or more who like loves the work. They're just like, it's good money. Right. But I could believe that like a lot of people who aren't making good money, like it's a lifestyle choice that they enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those people should be studied, but not sure. We'd have to interview some, but the problem is you don't hear about them. So then it's hard to interview them.
Would you guys ever manage other OnlyFans models? Like, have you ever thought about doing that?
We've done that before. I think someone could do that well, but we were not able to really do that without a lot of headache. And not because of the girls, but mostly because good help is hard to find, because you need people who are professional, and then like professionals aren't signing up for that kind of job. So yeah, maybe in the future more will. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think we had a great strategy, and then it was going pretty reasonably well. But I feel like it just didn't kind of jive with where we wanted to be. Like, I would rather be doing kind of fun stuff and then like making content out of it than like, you know, running a bunch of people, running a bunch of accounts, making money. Like at some point it was just like, I don't need that or the money. And so it's like, yeah,
it's more stress than it's worth.
Yeah, I had a similar, because I managed YouTubers for a while and I quit that pretty fast. I was like, no, thank you. Hold on. I think my co-host DougMPA, he's gonna come up and say hi.
Hey, how's it going, you guys?
Hey, what's up, Doug?
So I wanted to ask, so you guys know when something starts getting mainstream coverage on the news, the narrative is all crazy. I don't know if you've seen those articles about how they're saying these poor 15, 16, 17-year-old girls are wanting to become OF models right when they're 18, and all this stuff can happen to them. How old were you when you started on OnlyFans, and did you have a life before? And do you think that someone should live a normal life before they get on OnlyFans?
I don't know what people should do, but for me, I didn't really join the internet influencing space at all until, what year was that? It's like we got married in 2015 and then 16.
So you're like 21, 22.
I was 21, I think, right after like the year that we started dating. So probably like 23 when I started doing the influencing stuff, or almost 23. And then OnlyFans was later, so maybe like 25, 26. Yeah. Something like that.
But he's saying like, is that the better way to do it, or should someone start and hit it, you know?
She just hop right in the deep end of the pool.
I don't. It's so hard to say what someone should do, because it's like, well, it depends. Do you already have a really successful social media to where you could actually pull off that maneuver without ruining your life? Well, you know, I'm not, who am I to say what you do? But if it's just like a random girl who doesn't have any social media following, and her first like crack at influencing is to become an OF girl, that is probably something that I would caution against, because you're not going to have the ability to market to anyone without like a pre-existing following, you know? Like it can work out for like who was that rapper that just turned 18?
Bad Baby.
Lil Tay.
Yeah, that one. Like for her, makes sense. The business strategy makes sense. You got a lot of pedo people who have been watching your career this whole time. You want to capitalize in on it because you're creeped out by them for years anyways. Sure, whatever.
So generally, probably not an issue. Yeah.
Generally, no. Very few exceptions where that actually makes sense. And I think most girls think like they can just turn on the OF and suddenly it's an infinite money glitch for them, even though nobody knows who they are online. It's like, no, you're just going to ruin your social standings with like any colleges you're trying to get into, any jobs you're trying to apply for. And then like the people around you, dating potential and stuff is going to be all weird. Family's going to get weird because all your personal circle is more likely to harass you about it than you are to make any money off of it.
Yeah, that's the most that part that you touched on is like the most interesting kind of paradox. It's like everyone when she says like, oh, OnlyFans is hard, you shouldn't try it, you know, only if you have an existing audience, people are like, oh, she's pulling up the ladder. And it's like, no, I actually think the greatest ladder pool in the world is the understanding or belief that so many people hold that it's easy. Because like that's like literally, you know, telling someone they're going for a walk in the park, and then the fucking platoon boat opens and they're on Omaha Beach.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Like you want hardened people who understand what they're getting into, and that's actually how you have someone have longevity in the field. When you say that, like, oh, it is easy money, she's just pulling up the ladder. It's like, you know, like,
No.
yeah, like you're just a bucket of meat at that point.
Yeah, like if you have no social media following, you just go into full out porn, then there's no mystery anymore. No one knows who you are, so they don't care.
Yeah.
And you're just the same as any random person they might watch on Pornhub who doesn't have any name recognition personally uploading there.
Ooh.
Like, that's not getting money. You know, it's like the whole money train is when they don't have access to that. They know who you are and they've been wondering about it for a long time or whatever, like in mass. It's like you're kind of just ruining your chances of ever going into money if you just go from like normal person offline to boom, here's my coochie random on the internet now. It's like, what career is that going to make?
How far would you recommend women go if they're going to do the OnlyFans?
Oh, I would recommend not even going all the way. I think you can just I've seen a lot of girls make a lot of money just off of like boudoir style, like lingerie or bikini stuff, or just teasing solo. Like, I don't think you ever have to fuck at all. I don't think it has to go to that level at all.
I think the threshold where once you do it once, that's going to get you into that thing where you have to keep doing more and more lewd stuff when it comes to actual sex. So is that the biggest threshold when it comes to that kind of content? Like whether you actually start sleeping.
You can stop the slippery slope at any time, right?
Yeah.
And the sad part is, like, and the sad part is this, okay? Like, now that we know this, we didn't know this at the time, but like, I feel like the most profitable line of demarcation is like topless, not topless. That's it.
Oh.
Like everything else, you just need to be smarter about how you do it. Like once you, like I was telling Pearl earlier, like it would blow, like no one has ever believed me when I explained to them how OF works. Like only some of the people we used to manage other than her, like they wouldn't even believe me, but then they would see the money increase doing it our way in the first month. It'd be like, 3x what they were making. And then they're like, oh, I guess that's true. Like, it just doesn't sound believable, right? Yeah. Like, it's truly like, it's not about the lewdness or the escalation. It's all about how you kind of tap into like, addressing what they actually want, which is like to be free of loneliness.
So what is like a post? What is a post that would make a lot of money that would shock people or like that would do really well?
I think the first time you did a topless photo, and like it's actually really funny because it's like it was just kind of a zoomed in photo of boob. Like you didn't even see her face or anything. And it was like that image like put behind a paywall. I think ended up making like
I can see why guys would pay for that. They look good.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta hype it, right? First time ever, blah, blah. And then like I think that post alone sold like enough to make $350,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one single image.
Well, I want you guys to rate the thirst trap. Is this a good
AI
one?
or is it real?
I just Googled thirst traps for women.
Oh,
so I want like from a business point of view, how are the ladies doing?
I mean, I'm so desensitized to boobs and women in general now. I don't know. Like, I just see woman and I'm like, damn, she's trying so hard. Like, that's all I see now. I don't even find it sexy. So
like,
you have to tell me.
I would say 7.5.
Well, I just want to know if it's not about her looks, but just from a marketing point of view. Like, is this a good picture to market an OnlyFans?
I would say it's kind of busy if you're trying to stand out like on an Instagram feed or something.
Like there's too much.
I mean, this is good for breaking the monotony, but like the simplest pictures work the best, right? Like the girl taking a selfie in the mirror is like fantastic.
Really? So this hard, trying too hard? No, this is
no, it goes back to that thing I was saying, right? Like it would surprise you what people are actually looking for.
Yeah, a lot of guys are just looking for like girl next door is sending me Snapchats. Me and a bunch of other guys on her list.
Yeah, they want to feel special is the thing.
You don't tell them that though.
How is this one?
Actually, that's pretty in line. I mean, if she was wearing like
that might piss a lot of people off because it seems like she's taken.
If she was wearing a cocktail dress or like a evening dress, I think that would be a fantastic photo.
Okay, so
I think that pose without the bouquet would be better.
You should do a course on how to thirst trap. I bet people would buy it. Like the art of the thirst trap.
Well, like no, you'll get okay. So just to clarify, you will get more engagement on like the bikini pictures, but like you're not going to actually grow your paying customer base as effectively. That's the big paradox. Like you got to mix both in.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
They have to be able to envision themselves like meeting you somewhere, like in person, for the immersion. If you look too Instagram modelly, it's not as immersive.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good one because it looks very candid.
Yeah, this is pretty. Yeah, this would do well, I think.
Do you guys ever like feel competitive, like with Sophie Rain and like all those other ones? Do you ever like feel like
I don't try to compete with people who are 10 years younger than me. That's a losing battle.
That's such a good comment.
The truth of being online is that like for the entire history of it, right? The newer people at a smaller scale make way more money than you. Like that's always been true, right? And streaming and YouTubing, like like the top 10 YouTubers from 10 years ago, they didn't make anything near like what Logan makes in a month. Yeah. So like it's always moving. It's kind of like baseball, same thing, right? Babe Ruth didn't make a fraction of what like Derek Jeter made.
Yeah, I would say as the industry ages, how long it's been open, I think there's always more money to be made, but the ability to break into it is so much harder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like this one?
That's a great one. That's like that's the best one that you've shown.
Yeah, that's probably would do the best. Mm-hmm.
So I've seen women online say that in this economy, there's no reason why a pretty woman shouldn't monetize her looks. Like you see women on TikTok, like if you're pretty and you're not like sugar babying or using it to make money, what are you doing? How do you feel about that?
I think that's a pretty shitty thing to say, because there's a lot of women out there who just don't want to, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think that we should be shaming people because of their ability to lower their own personal values in order to make money. It's like if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. That's fine. And some don't have to make money. They could, they might already have a situation set up where they don't feel like they even need to be bothered to do anything at all, whether they're pretty or not. It's just kind of weird when people what are you doing? It feels just
it depends on what they want, right? Like if you just want to make money, then sure. But like most people have slightly more complex goals than that. And the ones you see doing it are the ones who have already chosen that they want to make the money.
Does personality matter on OnlyFans?
I would say not your actual personality, no, but maybe whoever you have chatting for you, yeah.
Yeah, I would second that.
Yeah.
So are there things that you have to make sure you say to the guys, or I don't if you were coaching someone to chat for you, what would they say? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think there's things that you have to make sure that you say. It's more about, I guess, over time you find different, almost different strategies to what type of conversation would get the most money out of it. Okay, tell them about the inner circle. You're better at explaining that than I am.
I mean, essentially you create opportunities to hit things that are psychologically effective. And so it's exclusivity is a huge driver, right? Seeing something you think no one else sees, feeling special, stuff like that. And so it's just unbelievable when I describe stuff like this, but it's just you could message the guy and you could literally just copy and paste this, right? Mm-hmm. And you could just put hey, for $1,000, you can join the inner circle. And then you don't even explain what it is.
OnlyFans
and
Illuminati
you get the $1,000 so often. It's just I was wait, I didn't even tell you what it was. You just and then I was okay, well, let's do that again. It's another one. It's when I figured that one out, I was are we being serious here?
Yeah.
Is this actually what it's a joke almost. I was I can't believe. And then you can do that again and again, right? You could say, all right, but now that you're part of the inner circle, there's actually a higher level. It's just and then that's a $10,000 level, right? And it's I'm I can't believe this works. This is I don't even know. Playing against a computer on easy mode. But that is what makes the money, right? And then you're gonna have some other girl on the side selling a butthole picture for $5, and she's looking at you how the fuck did you sell words for $10,000?
Oh, I see. So a lot of women, they probably put too much out there too soon.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh,
always
yeah.
the case almost. Like, in fact, I think every single person I know of, that's the case. Like, you could go slower.
Yeah, that's like Sophie Rain's doing a good job. I mean, she's claiming to be a virgin. I don't know. I'm not dumb enough to buy that, but
Either way, it's good marketing.
I believe her, but I don't believe her.
of
I
course.
was a virgin until I was 20. If she's like 19. I could believe it.
Oh, is she really that young? Jesus.
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe it, but
Yeah, but you know, all she has to do is get other people to believe it. That's it. Have you heard of Sammy Sheen, Charlie Sheen's daughter?
Oh no, haven't heard of.
No, I didn't know of her at all.
Oh, so she started OnlyFans when she was 18, and now she's all over TikTok complaining about how she can't get modeling gigs.
Yeah, well,
Because of her past and her tattoos. Can you bring up Sammy Sheen,
okay. Yeah, I'll bring her up.
girl, so you can but apparently her campaign now is just outing the fact that doing OF at 18 has affected, because now she's trying to capitalize on her dad's name and try to move into like Hollywood and actual modeling, but OF is preventing her from
Didn't she do it with her mom? Am I tripping?
yeah, because Denise Richards and her both had OnlyFans at the
What a
same
time. What a time. Okay, here.
Yeah, like, not to
SKMI.
pull up the ladder, but like OnlyFans is a very, very specific route, and it absolutely closes a lot of other doors when you open that one.
yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. Like that's just a fact, right? And so you got to kind of understand what you're trying to maximize for, you know, if you're gonna do it. But
Yeah, so she didn't, if she wanted to model, she should have just kissed that
Yeah.
guy if this is the route she goes.
yeah, I mean, you know, young people want to think they can do everything, right? But like, you know, as you get older, you realize you pick certain paths in life, and you can't really kind of go do the other ones after you've kind of, you know, halfway along yours.
Right. Yeah. OnlyFans still has a stigma, even though it's becoming more mainstream.
Mhm.
Like she claims, if that's true, she can't get modeling jobs because she has an OnlyFans. But then you look at people like Sydney Sweeney, who's like had lewds on camera and wears like sheer dresses, and she's not having a single problem. So there definitely is a stigma around, like, I guess, OF stuff in general still.
Yeah, because it's there's still plausible deniability and the other stuff. Like, oh, it was just a movie scene.
Right.
Oh, it's just, you know, it's just an Instagram post.
That's what
But
you do
like,
on a red
Yeah.
carpet.
Yeah. It was a
The Met
scene in
Gala.
the movie, and they edited it that way. Yeah. you can do it.
but it's like on OnlyFans, you're directly saying, yes, this is for sex.
And that's actually the sadder part. I don't actually know what Sophie Rain does. I imagine she's very, very smart with it and like doesn't show much. But like the people who do porn are making it harder for Sophie Rain to straddle those worlds of, like, let's say, modeling and just posting sexy pictures, because people just assume if you're on it,
Yeah.
you do the hardest shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mhm.
How did you like going on Caleb Hammer's show?
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
funny.
I want him to go back and have a chat.
Yeah,
He's a
that's
pretty smart guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what's crazy? And I don't mean this as a dig, but he told me I was too controversial to go on.
Oh
And
shit, really?
I thought it was ironic because I'm like, you have sex workers on your show. Like, and you're not like, not just you, but there's ones that have gone on that do like full on camera. And I'm like, I'm too controversial.
He's kind of politically left, though, right? I think that's a.
I think
Yeah.
I don't think he's political at all, but I was like, I'm in
Yeah.
a time where I'm more controversial than only.
He lives in, and he's from Austin, so
No, he's in Austin.
assume
Yeah,
he's on the
that
left.
is interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I
What
li-
did you do?
I live in San Antonio, and so I hung out in Austin. So I kind of he seems like the type from Austin when I first saw him on his channel. So, but I spent a lot of time there. So,
That makes me wonder if he'd even want me on.
No, he'd have you on because it's I think it's the female dollar though, because I know you guys make money off of men, but like sex work is one of the few industries you can. Most people are funded by women. So it's like most people don't want to hurt their wallet, you know. So having me on, it's like might upset their female audience.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see. What
Yeah,
you're
so
saying.
they don't want
It's
they don't want
business.
yeah, like a business point of view.
yeah.
Hmm.
I guess
I can see
I've
that.
been working with pros so long that I don't really see it. I guess that's the only kind of bubble I'm in. But Yeah, I don't see that you're that controversial at all. There are a lot worse people than you, Pearly.
It's all right. I'll live. But I like Caleb Hammer. I was bummed. I love his show. I think it's so funny watching him like crash out on people. You were bad though. I think your like expenses. He gave you like what did he give you the rating at the end?
I think it's a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He manages it well.
So just one more thing about the 18 conversation. So I saw this tattoo artist from Australia, and she said that there are so many young people coming. They turn 18, they get a tattoo. They go into a tattoo parlor, and they want their first tattoo to be on their face.
Ew.
Oh.
And she's like, so she's literally telling other tattoo artists, we have a responsibility, because she said that she won't do it. She said, I won't do it. And it would be awful for any tattoo artist to literally put a first person's tattoo on their face because they're 18 and they don't know. She's literally had people, I mean, she did it a couple times, and then that person came back a year later and was like, well, you're the reason why I can't get a job, and you're the reason why I'm getting judged this way and stuff. And so do you think that successful OF creators, it would be a good idea to try to tell younger creators about the negative aspects of it, or do you think that
I
people
would
are
caution
going to find
against
out on their
tattoos
own?
in general, because like you wears fake tattoos all the time, and when we're out in public, no one knows that they're fake. They look real. It's like, what's the point of getting a real tattoo at all? But especially the face.
Yeah,
like,
if it's for
that's
content,
so-
like there's such great fake tattoos now. Like I go out with one, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's a fantastic tattoo. Who did that?"
right. It's
Well, what I'm saying is the responsibility of
Oh, I see.
of informing someone that that's a decision that can affect your life. That can kind of relate to like OnlyFans.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So if their business is doing tattoos, do they have an obligation to tell someone who's going to make a pretty likely to be regretted situation? Like, do they kind of go against the interests of their own business because they're the one doing the tattoo and advise someone who's turning 18? Yeah, maybe the face tattoo is not the idea.
I mean, wouldn't that be nice? But do they have the obligation? Who am I to say?
And are women going to listen? Probably not.
Probably not.
You tell women not to do
I
something.
feel like if you go to a place to get a tattoo, you're already at the point where you want to be an edgelord. And so when someone tells you that maybe you shouldn't do something, I feel like that might make them do it more.
Do it harder.
Maybe instead a better strategy would be like, you know what's actually been trending in Milan is like just make up some shit somewhere not on the face.
You know what? Now that you say you don't want me to do it in bold.
Oh man, yikes.
Oh, what do you guys think of this? Actually, let me go back to this. OnlyFans model faces backlash for reportedly speaking to 1,200 students. Wait, let me bringing on. Yeah.
You want to hear the funniest thing? When she was coming up in like 2020, 21, like I feel like high schools and small colleges, community colleges, they don't do good research, because there was like a couple of years where we got so many offers for Amouranth to do commencement speeches for high school.
No.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, you need to like Google better who you're asking. We would turn it down because we're like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I guess she just said yes.
No way. So you guys could you should have did it. That would have been hilarious.
No,
that would have been the funny. Oh my god, I would cry laughing if you
like, you want to hear the funniest story that you might appreciate? We got cock blocked because otherwise you would have seen a headline that said Senator Elizabeth Warren drinks vagina beer. Because during the Biden campaign thing, Senator Warren was trying to look hip, and so she invited Amouranth on, and then her staffers were like, please bring your beer, by the way. Senator Warren wants to try it. And like, I remember thinking like, do you know what the fuck you're doing? Like, and it turns out that she just thought she owned a beer brand and that she did not realize it was the thing. And she almost drank it on national television.
Wait,
goodness.
But why didn't you go? That would have been so funny.
Well, we got cock blocked by like someone in our legal side who thought we'd get sued, but
Yeah.
I was like, dude, they asked for it. Like I was very upset that they went in
Yeah,
with
that
like
would have
the
been
crazy.
epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what would be a
And
funny video? To try to
Yeah,
see how
it's
many like
all-
professional environments she can infiltrate and just be like,
Just being online famous, just like
No,
just say yes to things.
yeah, like that would just be. I'm just envisioning her like seriously giving one of these speeches. I would pay so much money to go watch that.
He's so awesome.
And the more
When I
serious,
tell them,
the
I don't
more
even know
slutty,
how I
the
can
more
fill an hour.
the more slutty you can dress and the more serious you act, it would be so funny.
Yeah. You have to have like a
It's like
pantsuit and those
not
big
a
rim
show.
glasses.
The funny thing is the entire student body would know instantly, right? Like they would know, and the faculty would be sitting there like not understanding what's like happening. Why is everyone giggling? And
That'd be so awesome.
Just walk in with an inflatable
Wait.
pickle Rick and a Sharpie. I'm
Oh
like,
my
this
gosh.
is how you're gonna learn.
Can you run for mayor just because it would be funny?
What?
Can
run
you
for mayor.
Can you run for mayor or like senator or something? Because it would be so funny.
Maybe if we move to a smaller town. I don't know if
That's a
we
pretty
could.
good
That'd be
publicity
awesome.
bump. Just announce that you're running for mayor.
No, because it
Run
would
for
be
sheriff.
funnier. It'd be funnier if she won. Like,
Yeah, she could. What was your experience like on G4?
I barely remember it. What was that show again?
Remember they brought back G4 for a little bit, but it crashed and burned because it was awful.
It was Austin show was collabing with them, I think, and you were there doing Austin show. So then
Yeah,
they
but I
had
don't
you
remember
do
what
a.
we were doing.
Oh,
I remember his
okay.
show, but I don't remember the other show that we did after.
Don't worry
It's
about
just
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I just wanted to know if
It
there's.
wasn't memorable enough.
Okay, good. I thought so.
who is?
I remember they were all very like woke. It was the only thing I remember. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that whole thing crashed and burned. We all knew it would, and they brought Amouranth on there as like a last gasp for the show, and the whole.
She did it
thing
as a favor
crashed
because she was
and
friends
Yeah.
with Austin show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know
Okay.
what was happening. They're like,
Cool.
come over here. And I was like, okay.
Who's the
I thought
biggest
so.
celebrity that's been in your DMs?
It has to be Kanye, right? Like,
I think so.
yeah.
Wait, Kanye DM'd you?
It was a controversial thing because like people don't want to believe it, and I don't even know like what the point was other than the obvious. I don't know. Maybe he was just being edgy.
What did he say?
Yeah, it didn't go very far because she tweeted about it, and then like,
Oh, you tweeted it.
yeah,
I didn't.
it's funny. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
read
so very
this.
There's
funny.
like a lot of like rappers and things like that
Yeah.
all the time.
There's some rapper wanted feet pics.
Yeah,
that-
like, and we were gonna talk about it, but then like with staffers, we're like, no, this guy's really controversial. You don't want to even say he asked for feet pics.
Oh,
I was like,
whoops.
really? Like, I don't think we ever said his name. Yeah, but yeah, I was
Do you
like,
want
it
to
was
say
like,
it now? I think you guys
I
are.
honestly don't know rappers at all. That's the sad part. Like, I'm not with it, you know. And so like they're like, oh, that guy's really famous. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I can't remember.
we'd have to look it up.
A
Yeah,
little something.
but he's very like
think.
very controversial in that moment for whatever reason.
There's a lot of littles out there though.
Yeah,
One of the Lils.
Yeah.
One of the littles.
If I,
One of the Rugrats. I don't know.
Lindsay says she's just showing support. Dominican Shrek says, "Do the curtains match the drapes?" You can answer that or not.
Curtains and drapes are the same thing.
Okay, well, you should subscribe to our OnlyFans and find out. Like, Timothy, he looks like Jet Li with a hat on.
I've also gotten like what was it Cuban pimp?
Yeah, you've also gotten Michael Jackson.
That's
Well,
true.
Not this hat, different one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, this has been fun. Thanks for coming on, guys. Do you have any other, tips for someone that wants to start an OnlyFans for the 18-year-old women out there?
Maybe close your eggs and log offline. Just go outside.
Yeah, I think the advice would be very like, unfortunately, very like cliche. It's that like online branding, personal branding is like the most important thing in the world for the foreseeable future. And so whether it's OnlyFans or something else, like you should build as big of a brand as you can, because you're going to be able to monetize it. You'll figure out how to monetize it later.
Mhm.
But like, that's just like the best thing you could be doing for yourself at a young age, I think. Like, even if you wanted to go into politics, I think it's gonna fucking matter. Like, sorry, it's gonna matter like beyond, you know, like kind of anything else you could be doing.
Do you guys ever big time? Because Pearl never big times, and this is my third time talking to both of you, and both of you two are so easygoing, such great conversationalists. Do you ever big time at all? Like, do you know who the F I am? I'm Amouranth. I'm Amouranth. I'm Nick Lee. Or are you always this humble?
No, I usually.
Oh no, I do it all the time for. I think it's funny.
Usually small time. People will come up to us if we're at like Renaissance Festival or something, and they're like, "Wait, do you stream?" Or I'm like, "No, he streams.
No.
I'm just white."
I big time someone like yesterday. It was like I took an employee to go buy a suit from Suit Supply, and the guy who was helping us, I was trying to be like real nice and humble, but he was just like no, you don't understand suits. And I was like, dude, like the people who invented suits, Savile Row, I fly them to my, you know, my fucking room up here, and they measure me in person, like on like, you know, Wall Street, like style, like I get like the biggest tailors in the world just coming to see me. I think I understand suits. And like he saw like my watch and he was just like, oh shit.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Nick Lee will be cast by Netflix in the John Wayne remake. I don't know who that is, but okay.
I don't know who John Wayne is.
I don't watch movies. I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
You tell me a YouTuber, I'd know it, but I don't watch. Movies have sucked since I've been alive, pretty much. They've been super woke.
John Wayne's like a 60s era, like classic Hollywood guy, like the Western guy, the Duke.
Why would I know that?
If you saw a picture of him, I think you'd know him. Like nowadays, people are like, oh, like, you know, like, yeah.
Because he's played some of the most masculine protagonists in the history of film. So
they would call it toxic masculinity today.
Yes, they would, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Where can the people find you?
As for me, I still got downbad.com as my like Linktree domain, basically. I stream on Twitch and Kick still, just under Amouranth, but he's changed his name.
Yeah, well, on Twitter I'm Nick Wickley, but on Kick I'm Nick Lee. Just keep it simple.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
Always good talking to you guys. And once again, always such a great interaction for all the hard work you've done and the impact that you've made. Every time you're on camera, you guys are just so humble and it's so good to talk to and listen to. So thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always a great conversation with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.